by turning to ancient wisdom. Here's advice from the ancient Stoics on how to heal from a breakup. Number 1. Don't make things worse. How tons more dangerous are the penalties of anger and grief than the situations that arouse them in us. This is a quote from the greatest Stoic, Marcus Aurelius. The first rule of holes, goes the adage, is that if you discover yourself in a hole, give up digging. This may be the most violated piece of knowledge in the world. What most of us do when something goes incorrect or is inflicted on us is make it worse. First, with the aid of getting indignant or feeling aggrieved, and next, via flailing around earlier than we have lots in the way of a plan. Seneca's line was, how does it help? To make troubles heavier via bemoaning them. Try now not to add indignant or poor feelings to the equation. Don't react for the sake of reacting. Stop digging. Don't name and textual content them 500 times. Don't download each and every courting app and rush to line up anyone new. Don't go on a social media rampage. Remember, we usually have a choice. Do we focus on the methods we have been wronged, or do we seem to be for lessons? Do we discover aspects of the relationship to be appreciative of? Will we wait for anyone to store us, or will we listen to Marcus Aurelius's empowering name to get active in your personal rescue? If you care for yourself at all, and do it while you can. Number 2, alive time and dead times. We cry to God Almighty, how can we get away this agony? Fool, don't you have hands? Or could it be God forgot to give you a pair? Sit and pray your nose doesn't run, or as an alternative, just wipe your nostril and give up in search of a scapegoat. A quote from Epictetus. During a breakup, each and every section of us wants to whinge about how horrible the situation is. How this shouldn't be happening to me. How it's unfair. How we wish we would have carried out this or that differently. But it's this attitude and wondering that creates dead time we can by no means get back. It's easy to be angry, to be aggrieved, to be depressed or heartbroken, to conceal underneath the covers and watch rom-coms for weeks. Number 3, understand that there is no shame in desiring help. Don't be ashamed of desiring help. You have an obligation to fulfill just like a soldier on the wall of battle. So what if you are injured and can't climb up except some other soldier's help? Another quote from the top-notch Marcus Aurelius. No one ever said you have been born with all the equipment you'd want to resolve each trouble you'd face in life. In fact, as a newborn, you had been practically helpless. Someone helped you then, and you got here to understand that you may want to ask for that help. It was how you knew you have been loved. Number 4, stay targeted on the present. Don't let your reflection on the complete sweep of life crush you. Don't fill your thinking with all the horrific things that would possibly nevertheless happen. Stay centered on the existing situation and ask yourself why it's so unbearable and can't be survived. Another quote from Marcus Aurelius. When you seem again at some of the most impressive, even scary matters that you've overcome and endured, how have been they possible? How have been you in a position to see previous the hazard or the bad odds? As Marcus described, you didn't fill your idea with negativity. You didn't let the entire sweep of the scenario crush you. A man taking walks a tightrope tries no longer to suppose about how high up he is or how far the other side is. Like us, he's higher off, placing one foot in the front of the other. Number 5, accept the situation. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear appreciation of one principle. Some matters are within our control, and some things are not. It is solely after you have confronted up to this necessary rule and realized to distinguish between what you can and can't manipulate that inner tranquility and outer effectiveness turn out to be possible. Don't seek for the whole thing to appear as you wish it would, but as a substitute want that the entirety occurs as it truly will. Then your life will glide well. Stoicism, first and foremost, teaches us that we can't manipulate or count on whatever outdoor, what Epictetus known as our reasoned choice, our capacity to use our motive to choose how we reply and reorient ourselves to exterior events. Something happened that we desire had not. Which of these is easiest to change? Our opinion or the event that is past? The reply is obvious. Accept what passed off and trade your wish that it had now not happened. Stoicism calls this the art of acquiescence, to accept alternatively than fight what happens. Which brings us to number 6. Always love. Eckhart says, I can train you a love potion made without any drugs, herbs, or exclusive spell. If you would be loved, love Seneca. In adversity, it's so convenient to hate. Hate defears blame. It makes anyone else responsible. It's a distraction, too. We don't do plenty else when we're busy getting revenge or investigating the wrongs that have supposedly been finished to us. Does this get us any nearer to where we prefer to be? No, it just continues us where we are, or worse, arrests our improvement entirely. There is almost no situation in which hatred helps, yet nearly each scenario is made better through love, or empathy, understanding, appreciation, even conditions in which you are in opposition to someone. And who knows, you might just get some of that love back. Number 7. The obstacle is the way. While it's actual that anyone can obstruct our actions, they can't hinder our intentions and our attitudes, which have the power of being conditional and adaptable. For the idea adapts and converts any obstacle to its motion into a capacity of achieving it. That which is an impediment to action is grew to become to improve action. The obstacle on the route turns into the way. The mind is infinitely elastic and adaptable. Through a breakup, you have the strength to use the Stoic workout of turning obstacles upside down, which takes one negative circumstance and uses it as a chance to practice an unintended virtue or shape of excellence. For example, if something prevents you from getting to your destination on time, then this is a chance to exercise patience. If a worker makes an highly priced mistake, this is a danger to teach a valuable lesson. If a laptop glitch erases your work, it's a danger to begin over with a clean slate. If anyone hurts you, it's a chance to practice forgiveness. If something is hard, it is a danger to get stronger. Try this line of questioning and see whether there is a state of affairs in which one ought to not locate some advantage to exercise or derive some benefit. There isn't one, not even in the ending of a relationship you didn't prefer to end. Every obstacle can enhance action in some shape or another. Thanks for watching to the end. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more informative and transformational videos like this. Also hit the notification bell. Thanks.